there may still be hope. I want you to accompany one of our sea pups to the beachhead directly west of here and recover our supplies. Return to me when the pup can carry no more. Oh, you have some. Also the pup says, "Where to going, Captain?" "It's the goblin's fault, undead. Hick. You see, we set off to Silverpine from Bilgewater Harbour over in Shara. Huge mistake that was. Never has such a den of inequity and sin existed in our great empire. Those damnable goblins fueled our every vice and set us off to sail with barrels full of ale. Hick. The shame of it all leaves a mark greater than any scar. Honour must be restored. Kill the blood-fang worgen that ambushed us. They're scavenging the wreckage to the southwest." And we'll head down there in a moment. Also, for 30 minutes, I have a sea pup helping me. "Have you seen the huge lumbering Ettins roaming the forests? Cursed things came from Gulneas. Now they wander the land searching for their next juicy meal. We've managed to subjugate and utilize some of them to haul our wagons, but the others, well, they must be killed. Unfortunately, we can't spare any soldiers to do the job. That's where you come in, Warlock. I have a plan, but it's going to require some minerals. Head out into the forests around the base and collect the diseased beast organs." So what? Actually, I already sold those, never mind. I was going to say, so do the ones I already got count, or what? Actually, let's see. Maybe they do. In which case, I've saved myself a bit of time. Let's go chat with Grogar over here.
What do you need? May your blade speak, friend.
Ass. Very well, very well. I kind of doubted that would work, but you know, you live in hope. Anyway, here's a forest Ettin, a bit above our pay grade, to be honest. Here's some copper over here. What level is my mining at anyway? Ooh. Oh, no, I already saw that. I was hoping it would say, you know, I was hoping it would say when I was going to, well, like when my pet would learn a new ability and whatnot. But, nope. Giant rabbit bear. Gonna be honest with you, I think that bear is suffering from more than just rabies. Then again, remember there was one, when I was younger I was always like finding random books on Amazon, just like zombie thing. I was into, you know, the whole zombie craze that was a while back. Stumbled onto different ones. One that I'm not sure how intentional it was. I lost interest in the series. Well, the main character, he's a actor and he's accused of killing his wife. Then zombie apocalypse, and you know the book is very action movie-y. So it's, you know, part of me is wondering, like, he's locked up in an insane asylum. So part of me is like, whenever I'm reading the book, I can't help but think that it's, you know, he's still in there. None of the stuff that's actually going on in the books are actually happening. He's just, you know, lost his damn mind, and you know he's going back to the action hero stuff he's used to, you know. But I kind of doubt that's what they're doing, because they're going on with that for like 3 books, you know. I think around, you know, the time you're, you know, 30 books in, it's time you let the audience in on it. It's not 30 books in, but you know what I'm saying. The book that really brought this up was not Alice in Deadland. That's a you know, Alice in Wonderland zombie one. Though it's not actually. She doesn't actually go to Wonderland. There's just a cult of zombies. They're like a sentient leader who took the cure after being infected, so she didn't fully turn. But she does constantly eat these mushrooms that fuck with her head. Basically, they kind of like obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. So much so that one dresses it up as a white rabbit, another one called the Hatter. And they're all like semi-infected zombies. I'd say semi-infected, like they got the cure after getting infected. So they kind of turn, but not fully. There was another one. But yeah, I can't remember the name too well. I even brought it up a while back. I was talking with someone about it. Basically, it follows this girl. Well, the first book is her trying to find her brother. I think the second book is the same thing. Either that or it's trying to get her brother to safety. Actually, no, yeah. First book's trying to find her brother, second's get him to safety. Spoilers. But the zombie plague in that is actually caused via... that's actually a rabies-based thing. Yeah, it's actually like some offshoot of rabies, apparently. No, wrong ability. I meant hit 4. I don't remember too much beyond that, other than like it's well, they can affect people and turn them mad. It's perfectly safe for animals, you know, to just dine solely on the corpses. You know, perfectly fine. Like at one stage early on in the first book, they rescued some tiger. Like the vehicle it had been transported in crashed, and it was just still chained up. They rescue it, and it just follows them around, then just killing any zombies that attack them, and eats them. Speaking of zombie books, I think I also remember reading World War Z. Actually, yeah, I did. It's been a while. I don't even really remember it altogether too well. I remember seeing SF Debris thing on it. He like did an analysis of it or something. I remember his thing on it, certainly. Don't remember too much else. So yeah. For those who've seen the movie and maybe you know want let me think. Oh, just how to phrase it. For those who've seen the movie, the book is quite a lot different from it. The movie's set during the zombie thing, while the books are set afterwards. Yeah, afterwards. It's actually from a interviewer talking to a ton of different people. Like, one was people who survived the zombie apocalypse by hiding in like a tree city. Another was a old blind guy over in Japan who managed to survive by himself during the entire apocalypse. The zombies would let out a roar before they would attack, and so he could actually figure out where they are and beat them down. And due to where he was, he did like he was out in the wilderness. So he would, I think he only ended up being attacked in the years that went on by like 4 zombies. Well, not 4 zombies, 40 zombies. Or something. The memory is very vague. But he only dealt with a couple. And survived afterwards. There was another one where it's a soldier talking about one that failed. Furious Hell, strength increased by 5%. It's another about a soldier who's talking about the US government's failed attempts at dealing with the zombie menace. Like Battle of Yonkers he was talking about. They just, like, they set up in ways to, that basically weren't apparently good at dealing with zombies. I can't remember how it backfired. I just remember like they tanks there, and they were like they were like I can't remember the word for it. I just like remember like imagining the scene. That's how like it's something that helps me. Like I might even remember what's on the page, but I'll remember my you know, how I imagined the scene. And my God, is that creepy and ugh. but it's like the tanks. I remember thinking like the tanks were set into the ground or something. Like the tanks couldn't move basically in some capacity. I doubt they were set into the ground, but maybe they, you know, for whatever reason the tanks couldn't move, and that was one of the issues with it. I think, or at least maybe it's just one of the issues to me. It just seems like a bad idea to prevent your vehicles from moving. Unless they're like, the StarCraft 2 siege tanks, then, it's probably not a good idea to prevent your tanks from moving. But yeah, he talks about a failed battle. There's other people who lived on a nuclear sub for quite a while, and, what happened with them. There's another one of a family who, were attacked in their home by zombies and had to flee, and they lost someone in the process of that. So that is really weird. Like, look, phantom chest. There was also talk of kids going feral, and also talk of like it wasn't all fixated in America. There's talk of people in China, Cuba. Apparently Cuba actually became quite capitalistic during it, while America, to bring it back to the Yanks, became rather collectivist, communist. I can't remember actually what's the correct term for it. I remember you had to hand over your land to get protection. I do remember Iceland apparently, got, really got fucked up. Apparently, it's, like, even after the war, a few years after, it's still covered in undead. It's still covered in zombies, or something. Wait. Alright. I was just getting confused there because when my shadow ball would hit, I would see 2 dots pointing out, but it was just the timing of my imp's attack and my own attack. That's all. But yeah, it's long story short, I found it a very interesting book from what I vaguely remember reading a bit about it, 5 years ago. Should get back and reread it at some stage, but I have a few books that a few other books I'd be meaning to finish, such as Heir of Nevron, the 3rd volume in the Heya Revelations series. The what's it called? Words of Radiance Part 2, the book 2 of the Stormlight Archives. I have also the Witcher short story collections behind me, and I also have what's it called? Well, they're blind. Yeah, I have the Witcher short story collections behind me, and I also have the rest of the novels that have been released in English thus far. As far as I know. Maybe there's one been released recently in English, but I don't think so. Honestly, I can't say for sure either way, but I honestly don't think so. So I think I have the only ones that have been released so far. I can't say which ones those are, because, like, again, they're behind me and I can't reach them at the moment. And it's been ages since I even acknowledged they existed. That's just probably why I'm falling behind on reading, if I don't even acknowledge I have books to go, catch up on. Huh. I actually see scavengers on the ship. You think they would know to get off, considering it's on fucking fire? But anyway, I'll just read this. Read what the pup was saying. But yeah, the wait. Sorry, I was trying to think of these. Remember the series I can remember with the rabies zombies? Yeah, I was trying to think of their name, but nah. The War with Z book is good. it is quite a lot different to the movie, as you're probably gathering from my, talk of the plot of it. It's a fair bit different. If it sounds interesting, give it a look. Anyway. To be clear, I'm not being sponsored here or anything. I'm just simply saying, I remember liking this thing. If my yammering about it is interesting, take a look. That's it. Orc C-Pop. Oof, maybe throw a little softer, Captain. Maybe Captain carry one box too. Ugh, these boxes too heavy. They might fall. Please, Captain, can I put box down? Ugh, excuse me. Ugh. Okay, let's go and grab this. Please kill me. Yeah, that's my sentiment exactly. After that, hand to go down. Wonder what the damage on the Dreadstalkers is. Not that it's really too relevant to these people. They're quite flimsy. Then again, I'm like 4 levels higher than them. 4 levels higher. So it's not really surprising. And to be honest, I might even be able to take down one of the Ettins. Actually, probably not. Damage-wise, I could probably do it. But I probably wouldn't be able to survive to do it, if you get me. Like killing one of the Ettins would be well within my within a reasonable time frame. Just like I can dish enough damage out within a reasonable time frame to kill the Ettin. I just wouldn't be able to survive to the end of that reasonable time frame. Like say it may take me a minute. I might be able to survive 30 seconds. So if I had a Void Walker, probably, but at the present I don't. For a moment, whatever way I looked, I thought that was a new summon. I was like, what? A new summon, really? I'm very confused. I'll get my Void Walker at level 20, so keep that in mind. Though, it's annoying. I just feel so awkward commentating here, because I'm just like, he's talking about a shame haze there, but there's fucking haze over my head. It's just again like the tiredness thing, but it's aggravating because I hate that. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted by her legs. Just like the lines going down it. What, is she wearing like fishnet tights? Or are those pants? Actually, I think those are pants. Actually, yeah, those are pants. They looked kind of greeny, so I was kind of like, it's an orc. She must be showing her legs off. Also, female orc, so yeah. But no, looking at her skin, she's actually blue. Does not know how to use that. Fuck, both of her eyes are even closed. Bigger idiot than I thought. But yeah, I just saw green legs. Figured must be that. But no, that makes more sense now. Okay. It looks as if you really gave those Worgen a beating, and in the process lifted the shame haze to cast over us. Perhaps the sea dogs will quit drinking now. Who am I kidding? Ha! Within these crates are held steel thunder. Our weaponry returned, we might have a chance to redeem ourselves. Where to put? They've fallen. Help. Oof. I wasn't entirely sure. Did he die? Hopefully not, because that would be a bit awkward. Clean up on all 5. Some would say that we're lucky to be alive. Those people would be idiots. At least had we died, we would not have had to suffer the face. We would not have had to face the war chief's wrath. At last, what's done is done. Now we must attempt to regain our lost honor. Wait, have they already faced the war chief's wrath? Because she's speaking about that in the past tense. But at least they're still alive. Like she was saying earlier, you would execute them. yet everyone seems pretty much unexecuted, so, well, things are looking up, you know?